So this is Steve with the SRP channel, and I went ahead and I'm going to go ahead and video this today. So I didn't mean to stutter it up there. Just trying to figure out what I'm going to say about this, but I'm just replacing my tensioner today. Belt tensioner. Yeah, and I wasn't even going to video it, but I'm going to go ahead and video it just in case anybody's interested. So I went ahead and started this. My reservoir tank. Your tensioner is right back under yay. It's way back there. Should have had a light on it, but belt tensioner, and it's squeaking like all get up. It's just squiddling like a stuck pig. And and I sprayed some WD-40 on it, and that stopped the squeaking. So I'm pretty sure the bearings on it are worn out. But so I already started removing this. I figured I can get to it with removing the overflow reservoir tank here that I removed already. And so once this is out, and I undid that bolt there, obviously, set that over there, and it looks like it'll be a pretty clean shot for a van right there. So my previous vehicle was a Silverado, an 09 Silverado with a V6. And so I could actually stand in the engine compartment while I worked on it. There's so much space. This obviously is not that situation, but it still looks pretty easy for a van to get down in there to get that tensioner. I'll keep you posted. Okay, take the, I got a 3/8 long wrench there. Not wrench, but 3/8 ratcheting wrench. All right, so I forget the names of everything. So it's like a ratcheting wrench. But so this is how I loosen the tensioners. Some people get special tools, but if this is a 15 millimeter socket, I like to use a socket because if you get a wrench, when your belt gets up over this, the wrench is going to get in the way. So if you do just this, yank, like that. Then it's boom, see? And that's it. That gets your tensioner. So it's kind of like, it would be righty-tighty on that. Just make it pop up. So that was actually pretty easy. I used to just cut the belts before I did it, but now I actually will loosen the existing because sometimes you will get the replacement belt the wrong size. Gates. Micro V ribbed technology. So this is actually the belt will be put on it, called the Fleet Runner. And this is actually sold it's made by Gates, but it's under the AC Delco professional label, which is not the exact OEM replacement, but it's either as good or better. Usually as good, but it basically allows other manufacturers to make it for them. AC Delco does a lot of stuff like that. And so of course I made sure the old belt was the same length as the new, and it was. I got everything at RockAuto. Can't speak enough about RockAuto. I absolutely love them. Been getting everything of my parts there over, gosh, well over 10 years for all my cars. You can go on their site, pick different brands. You know, whatever brand is available, pretty much they'll have, unless it's a crappy one. They don't carry the crappy ones. But anyways, this is interesting. So this is the AC Delco replacement tensioner. And so I thought I ordered one with the metal. This is actually this pulley. And that's plastic. So I thought it was a metal one when I ordered it. They actually gave you an option for plastic or metal on the pulley. I don't know if y'all have any feedback out there. The plastic actually costs like $3 more. So that's pretty interesting. I thought I got one with metal, but I'm not going to return it. I don't think And if it's more, there's some reason, and you know, plastics now are pretty amazingly built. But so that's that. Yeah, this is that part number here, the AC Delco, and also got a pulley. So since everything's out, I'll try to replace that. It depends how hard that is to get to on the vehicle. But that's it. So all the parts seem to match up. We're good to go. Okay, so I got the tensioner screwed in, and always start the bolts up by hand, and really try to as much as possible with a ratchet or by hand. Sometimes you can really strip things out if you get a torque wrench in there, or a little electric screw gun torquer wrench. But look, what I had earlier was like right angle. It's not real powerful, so it's going to be hard to hurt anything, but you still can. But I will finish this up. I'm going to torque it down to 25 pounds. I couldn't find anything specific. The best I could find online was about 25 pounds on these. Now, if you buy a dealer maintenance manual, which I plan to, most of my vehicles I have, I've bought one of the big ass. They can come on CDs now, but the paper books with all the torque specs. Okay, tensioner's in, torque down as best I could with a tight space. So the idler pulley, really, I'm going to have to remove the air tank to get to replace, which I really want to replace it. But I'm also thinking the hardest part about doing a new belt, the serpentine belt, is actually getting, in this case, to the belt around the right pulleys, and taking the air intake off any would make that a million times easier, especially on a van. So I'm going to go ahead and pull off my air intake to do that. Okay, there's the shiny new tensioner. Definitely helped taking the air intake off, and the throttle body. I put this little plastic piece I had, cover that up. Don't want anything getting in there, obviously. And so that went on easily. Could I get a torque screwdriver to it? I had to use just a wrench, a 15 millimeter wrench. On that's all the space I had, a ratcheting wrench. But I'm kind of having regret right now. I wanted to upgrade my alternator for the power inverter I have, and I'm thinking if I had it now, it'd be very easy to swap that out. But I do not. But I did take the air intake off, and I did it in two parts to make it easier. This is the obviously the first part. I did clean that up while it's out. I like to get things cleaned up, but put them in two pieces to kind of make everything a little easier. And the old air filter. I do plan on actually getting a K&N or something similar. I'd rather be gang raped by a pack of honey badgers than go through putting this belt on again. Oh my gosh. It's on right now. So this would be my first serpentine belt on a van. And I took a couple pictures. You know, I thought, oh, I know what route it goes, but it's getting it around the fan shroud, because there's actually not an electric motor. That's actually a fan with a shaft on it, so you have to get the belt around that. Oh my gosh, 2 hours putting that in. So anyways, enough belly aching about that. It's in. Seems to have good tension, and it's cool and green looking, and that always is the main thing there, is that it looks cool. Boring black belts are just not what I want to have anything to do with. And when I was down there, I was like, oh my gosh, there's the AC belt right by it, and I should have done that, but that's how you are in a van. It's like everything's so hard to get to. You're like, okay, I'm in here, let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to put these little parts back on. Here, got everything cleaned up, and I cleaned up around here. Kind of anal that way. Anyways, so the unofficial music sponsor today was Emil and the Sniffers, an Australian punk rock band. And that music was played almost the entire time I was working. So if this is information that is valuable to you, please like and subscribe. Thank you.